set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
A torn ACL cost George Pickens most of his final season at Georgia, but he did return for the college football playoffs and had an impact. And in his first 2 years there, wow. Led the Bulldogs in touchdowns both seasons. Had people thinking he could be a first-round pick. The ceiling is huge with this kid. Nice pickup there for a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant, finding Claypool.
And in for the Steelers' touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's got this down to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will come out to the elects for the touchback. So the Patriots, they in search of their first score as they come up 1st and 10. Drive on the ground, and he gets forward. 2nd down. A look at the 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component. Stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but it goes on.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jones.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2nd and 2. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Wow, incredible.
Miss.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at an all-time day on the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns. It was a game short of 1,000 yards.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Three yards on that last. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Opened it, and he coughed it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England's offense set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. His throw incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They hand this off to Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And taken right on the 30. Oh, good move. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of
this. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second first half. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing, Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Jones. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Folks, kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a couple of franchises looking to make a move here in 2022. Miami heading north to take on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, this is Harris. It's a room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's 2nd and 8. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones off the play fake. Going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
2nd and 4.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 3.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw again on second down, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
A give to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 4 yards on the pickup. Back to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Steelers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England trying to get to place on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. This offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
This is Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the ground, it's Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. Everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England's offense set to go. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jones. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Harris running straight ahead. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Second and 9 now. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Patriots ready to get the football back. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Jones on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones finding Harris over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So a defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.